What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joey Work from Pure Bets. I'm back another week, another fighter. This week we got Martin, the Spartan Day. What's going on, Martin?
What's up, guys? Not much, bro. Thanks for having me. Just over here in the gym. Yeah.
Look at this guy. This is the first. So we've done this probably about 30 different fighters, 40 different fighters. You're the first guy taking it live from the gym.
Yeah. Right on, bro. Yeah. I'm always in the gym.
Love it. All right. So first off, I know you've been fighting professionally since 2015. How did you originally get into MMA?
I've been training in martial arts since I was a kid. I started in Taekwondo, and I still do Taekwondo. I actually teach Taekwondo too, and I just started boxing, maybe like 2-3 years after I started Taekwondo. So, yeah, I started doing a bunch of amateur kickboxing fights, martial arts tournaments, and then kind of just stuck with the kickboxing fights. And after a while, after a really good amateur kickboxing career, I decided to do some MMA, and I went 3-0 as an amateur in MMA, and then my coaches told me ready to turn pro. So yeah, I actually have a handful of professional kickboxing fights as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of how I got started. Was just as a striker, as a kickboxer.
Sweet. All right. I mean, Hawaii has some very impressive fighters coming out of there. Name a few: BJ Penn, Brad Tavares, obviously Max Holloway, Louis Smoka, Yancy Medeiros, Tyson Nam, Ray Cooper. I know you're very proud of your heritage. So what is it like to walk out with that Hawaiian flag around you?
It's awesome, bro. I just walking out with the flag just reminds everybody where I represent, where I come from, and of course, when I fight, I'm in there. I'm in there not just for myself. I'm in there representing Hawaii and my family, and I'm just proud to be able to represent Hawaii. Because I'm proud to be from here. So, it's an honor to be able to carry that flag with me when I go in there and fight.
For sure. All right, so I know you fought 2 fights without fans. Can you tell me like a little bit about that experience?
Yeah, the fighting without fans is definitely different. There's pros and cons to it, of course, like there's with everything. Having the fans there is cool because they pump you up. You hear the crowd, they roar. And a lot of guys feed off that. I feel like me, I don't really. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I'm not sure, but it's cool when the crowd roars when something cool happens. It kind of pumps you up. But the good thing about not having any fans is that you can hear your cornerman really well. You can hear every word they're saying. So that's the pros about it. But yeah, it's tough to beat that crowd experience. It's something special that you don't get to experience a lot. When there's no crowd, it kind of feels like more of like a sparring session type feel, like a real intense sparring session. So yeah, it's definitely different. It's a little weird actually, but it's cool, I guess. You got to do.
Yeah, what about the smaller cage? Any different game plan for that?
Yeah, the smaller cage is. I wish they would just use a big cage every time, to be honest. Because me as a striker, I'm constantly trying to keep my range and my distance, and it's a lot easier for a grappler to close the distance on you with a small cage because you don't have as much room to move around. So you got to be a little sharper with your movements and your range control. But yeah, the smaller cage is a little bit tougher for strikers. So if you're a grappler, it's better for you. If you're a grappler, you want the smaller cage.
Yeah, got it. All right, so I know you did fight a couple weeks ago, but do you have like a target return date, maybe an even opponent you're looking to fight next?
No, I'm just waiting for any kind of news right now. So I have nothing right now. Right now, I'm just enjoying of course, I'm still training, but I'm just enjoying the Christmas season and everything. But yeah, no plans yet.
All right, cool. So one last question. I always ask the fighters. I'm always interested to hear how they get their nickname. So how did the Spartan come about?
I actually got that name given to me when I was in kickboxing as an amateur. I think the movie 300 had just come out. Everybody wanted to be a Spartan, Yeah, so it was, and it rhymes with my name, and so in between rounds, that someone started yelling it, and it kind of stuck from there. People started calling me Martin the Spartan, and not only that, I feel like I try to live up to my nickname too. I go with it, so I'm constantly in the gym, constantly working. I feel like I live the life of a martial artist and of a fighter. So, I try to live up to that as much as I can, and not just call myself that for no reason. I try my best to live up to that. So, yeah, that's kind of how it got started, and just stuck from there.
Sweet. That's awesome. All right. So if it's right with you, I'm going to run through your thoughts on the 5 main card fights for tomorrow's UFC Fight Night.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's been so many fights every week. It's been hard to keep track of everybody, but I'll do my best with what's going on.
Yeah, I'll give you a little background in each fighter, and then you could discuss if you have any thoughts on it and what your thoughts are. So, first fight on the main card is girls. Jillian Robertson versus Talia Santos. Jillian enters the fight winning 4 of her last 5, all with 3 by finish. She's a very talented grappler and wrestler, and has shown her boxing and stand-up has improved almost every fight. She currently has the most fights and most wins in the flyweight division and holds the women's UFC record for most submission victories. As for Talia, she's 16-1 overall as professional, 10 wins by knockout, 2 by sub. She did look phenomenal her last time out in July versus Molly Meatball McCann. Before that, her only professional loss was her UFC debut versus Mara Borello, which was a split decision, which she admitted she had a lot of nerves going into that fight. She does have vicious leg kicks and is really a beast on the feet. How do you see this female flyweight fight going?
See, this is one of them. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know because I'm not too familiar with both of these fighters.
Yeah.
But me usually, I usually favor towards the striker when it comes to the contest. So, you know, the second girl sounds like she's pretty hammer. 16-1 is a lot of experience. Is a good record. But like I said, I can't say exactly because I don't know. But I also, like I said, I usually favor the striker when it comes to fights.
All right, no doubt. All right, so second one is Marlon Moraes versus Rob Font. Marlon has made a name for himself since coming over from the World Series of Fighting, in which he dominated. He's 3-0 in the UFC. His only losses came to Corey Sagan last time out, which he kind of got caught. A championship fight versus Henry Cejudo. He's beat Jose Aldo, Aljamain Sterling, Jimmy Rivera, and he did get revenge in his first UFC loss over Rafael Nsunku. He's very dangerous. He prefers to stand up. And I do expect to see his vicious inside leg kick multiple times in this fight. That's what this fight should be, a stand-up, because I know Rob Font likes to do that as well. He is off a year layoff decision victory over Ricky Simone. He's 7-3 in the UFC, 5 of those 7 being finished. He has a 6-inch reach advantage and is a very talented boxer. He brings a lot of pressure and he throws a lot of output. What do you think about this one?
I'm going to have to go with my boy Marlon, 10 out of 10 on this one. I've had the pleasure of being able to train with him. I was up in Jersey for some time.
All right.
Yeah, Marlon is a beast. You know, he's able to mix it up really well. He's also a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and yeah, he has a strong taekwondo background as well, which I'm not sure a lot of people know about. But he has a very good kicking arsenal. So I'm gonna have to go with Marlon on this one. I'm usually gonna go with him. You know, he's a good guy, and yeah.
Sweet.
Take the win on that.
Not gonna lie, I'm in Jersey right now, and I'm close friends with Corey Anderson. I don't know if you met him ever before, Corey.
Yeah,
and
Corey around all over the place when I was in Jersey. He's the man.
Yeah, and Frankie Perez, that's like my best friend, one of my best friends. So
Frankie showed me all around, bro. He was
really small world.
Everywhere I went with Frankie, everybody knew who he was. Like he's like yeah, he's in all kind of different scenes over there. Yeah, Frankie's the man. Love that guy.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, cool. So next fight is Michael Pereira versus Chaos Williams. So Mikel he's back in there after a rear naked choke his last time out in September. He is a character, that's for sure. Always puts on an act in the cage and outside the cage. He has finished his last 7 wins. Out of his 24 professional wins, he's finished 16 of them, 10 by knockout, 6 by submission. He's a vet, has a solid chin. As for Chaos, this guy has hit the UFC by storm. He's back in there after a KO victory a little over a month ago. He's on an 8-fight win streak, 2 UFC fights, both ending in less than 30 seconds in KO victories. He beat both Alex Morono and Abdul Razak Al Hassan. This is going to be an interesting fight. What do you think about these two?
Man, I don't know. This is another one of those fights I'm not too familiar with the guys in it. The first guy you mentioned, he's the guy that kissed his hand and slapped the other guy.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
He also did a couple backflips and whatnot. Yeah.
Stuff in there, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have good conditioning to do like all that kind of crazy stuff and still fight. But like, yeah, I like him. He's cool. But I'm not just gonna base my prediction off of that. So I'm not too familiar with the other guy. So I'm gonna have to pass on giving this one a prediction. I'm not too sure what's gonna happen there.
All right, no doubt. All right, so co-main is Jose Aldo, Marlon Vera. Aldo, UFC vet, MMA great, gets back in there after taking a lot of damage in a TKO loss to Peter Yan. He has fought the who's who of the UFC: Alexander Volkanovski, Marlon, Max Holloway twice, Frankie Edgar twice, Conor McGregor, and the list goes on. But he's finished 18 of his 28 professional wins, looks the right to ship here. Chito Vera, another UFC vet, gets a big step up in competition here. He is off a KO victory over Sean O'Malley. He's been fighting in the UFC since 2014. He's a guy who sets up his shots, throws with a lot of power. Out of his 18 professional wins, he's finished all but 2 of them. If it turns into a kickboxing match, I think Aldo has a clear advantage. I'm excited for this one. What do you think about the co-main?
I'm going to have to go with my boy Chito on this one. I think Chito is going to – I don't think it's going to be too big of a difference when it comes to the striking either. I think that Chito can definitely hold his own on the feet. And I just feel like he's got so much momentum behind him. You know, he's just been tearing through guys, getting finishes. He's like on a roll right now. I feel like he's going to keep it going. I feel like it's his time right now. I'm going to have to go with Chito on this one. And I'm not sure if he's going to be able to finish Aldo, but I think he's definitely going to be able to pull off at least a decision win.
Awesome. All right, I like it. All right, so main event, we got Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Jeff Neal. Wonderboy's off a year-plus layoff decision victory over Vicente Lique. He has fought the best welterweights in the world: Darren Till, Jose Masvidal, Tyron Woodley twice, to name a few. He's a kick-heavy fighter, doesn't throw a lot of output, but likes to pick people apart at range. So Neal enters this fight on a 7-fight win streak, 6 by finish. During this run, he beat the likes of Mike Perry, Nico Price, Bilal Muhammad. He is one of the smartest strikers in the division. He hits really hard, throws a decent amount of output. He could end this fight at any time. This will be his first 5-round fight, so I'm interested to see how his cardio holds up. But how do you see the main event going?
I'm going to go with Wonderboy. I'm always going to go with Wonderboy. Wonderboy style. He's, I love the way he uses his range control, his footwork, and I love the way he's able to fight at a distance and take angles, mix it up with his kicks. I love everything about Wonderboy style. I think that he's fought a lot of guys that have a similar style to his opponent on Saturday. That he's just really hard to deal with. It's and even when you bring in training partners for that, to be able to do it at the level of Wonderboy is tough.
Yep.
Even on I think his last fight he got KO'd right by Pettis. He was winning that fight before he got KO'd. He was touching and moving. That's like one of those things that wouldn't happen. Usually wouldn't happen. He just kind of got caught. Everyone gets caught from time to time.
Yep.
I just feel like he's too smart, too high level of a striker, and too diverse. And I feel like I think he's gonna be able to get the finish on this one too. He got a ton of heart too, and he always comes in great shape. I think he'll be able to get a finish in one of the later rounds on this one. I'm gonna go. And if you ask me about Wonderboy, I'm always gonna go with Wonderboy, and that's just playing.
All right, sounds good. All right, well, I want to say thanks again for taking some time and answer some questions with us, Martin. Is there anything you'd like to shout out, or can you let our followers know where they can find you?
Yeah, no shout outs for me, but if you want to follow me on Instagram, 34 Spartan. I don't really go on Twitter a lot. I'm pretty sure I think it's Martin Day _. Yeah, whatever. Follow me on Instagram.
All right, man. Thanks again. We really appreciate it. I'll be rooting for you in the future. I'm sure our followers will be too.
All right, right on, bro. Yeah, tell Frankie I said what's up.
I will, for sure.
All right,
buddy. Peace.
Bye.
Sweet. Well, how about that, man? Another week, another awesome fighter, even better person. He's friends with my friends over here. I didn't even know that coming into this interview. That's a funny story. But shout out Martin Day. What a cool dude. Guys, don't forget, we'll be live betting the entire UFC card tomorrow night. There's also two NFL games tomorrow, so we'll probably be live for a long amount tomorrow, making money for everybody, And then again, Sunday, NFL card. Obviously, we're live all day, 1 to 8 p.m., 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock slates, and we'll give you a winner for the night game before we leave. Run Pure Bets team is up over 50 units in official spreadsheet plays in 4 months. Plus, we got a lot of money on the live shows, a lot of money in the Discords. I mean, last night alone, we hit plus 1,600 on Hunter Henry to score the first touchdown. And we gave that out before the game started, had to scroll across the screen. I don't know what else you want us to do other than place the bet. So if you use bets 25 off, you get 25 off your first month. You can sign up now, $20 a week. Then you get the 25% off, or $6 a month. And then you add the 25% off. So it's less than that for both. Do me a favor, hit the like button. I really appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. Good luck with all your bets. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at RunPureBets. I'm at Joey Work on Twitter. Good luck with all the bets. I'm Joey Work. I'm out. Peace.